Hi everyone, and welcome to today's live IELTS class. My name is Adrian. I'm streaming to you from beautiful Victoria here in Western Canada. I hope all of you are having an awesome weekend so far. Students, this is an IELTS speaking part 3 session talking about luck and fortune. Welcome back, Fuang. Welcome back, Anna. Hi, Domenico. Good to see so many of you here. Hi, Rajveer. Hi, Pritesh. Good to have you all with me on this beautiful Saturday. I hope it's amazing for everybody else as well. Students, this lesson, as per usual, is brought to you by aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Visit us there. For the general IELTS, check us out at gieltshelp.com. These are the websites that power these live classes, and tomorrow we will have a live class at aehelp.com. This is our academic IELTS website here. With the blue background, click this big red button. Click, click. That's just right above my head there. We're an IDP affiliate, British Council partner, IELTS Test Registration Center. I'm a British Council agent. We are here to help you pass your IELTS exam and succeed in school and life. We'll come back to this website shortly. Click that big red button. Click the enter discount code. Type in Inspire9 for a 10% discount. The price is different in different countries depending on the local economy. General IELTS, gieltshelp.com, green background. Click the big red button there to join the premium version of the course. Again, we will be using these websites shortly to interact with students, and tomorrow we will have a live session at aehelp.com, live IELTS. So we're really excited about that. The apps are Academic IELTS Help and General IELTS Help. Lots of great content for you on the websites, including blogs like this one for speaking part 3. Give you some band 9 answers for you there. And Instagram is IELTS_AE-help and GIELTS help. So check that out. Okay. Adrian at aehelp.com and admin at aehelp.com. That's my email. So if you have questions, you can send the emails there. If you want physical books like paper books, then AE helps academic IELTS and GE helps general IELTS. Okay. So speaking part 3 right now, and then a live class tomorrow on the website. I will show you there and where in a bit. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no live class. We just released a new video for you on YouTube that you can check out. It's this one here during that time, and check out all the other videos on the website, of course, in that time. So lots of studying that you can do. Yeah, Romelia, I did fix the sound. It was a worn USB port. I guess all the live classes and such. So I'm now using a new USB port that's crisp and tight, and it should be good. All right. Let's get into some speaking, everybody. That's why you're here. IELTS speaking part 3. And we're going to speak and repeat. I would ask you to put your answers into the chat so that we can take a look at them. I will give you some sample band 9 answers as we go through the questions. Don't be shy. Use your voice. Speak aloud and practice your English. If somebody's looking at you weird on the bus or in your office building, then you can just say, hey, I'm practicing my English. Leave me alone. And then if they're like, well, yeah, but you're supposed to be performing surgery right now, you are the lead doctor in this heart operation, then you can say, well, English is so important though, I'm practicing, just give me a moment. No, kidding. If you're driving or if you're doing heart surgery, please pay attention to your tasks. Otherwise, copy what I say, copy how I say it. Okay, so copy my intonation, my pronunciation, my speed. But have fun with it, okay? So have fun with it. We're here to enjoy and have fun. Okay? All right. Here we go, everybody. Let's talk about luck. What are some different kinds of fortunate situations? Now, this is where, of course, your part 2 planning comes in very handy. So, there are several situations where people feel that Lady Luck is on their side in relationships, as I mentioned in part 2, or just now, since this is the first question, as well as in finance, like winning money or a good contract. In education, getting a great exam score, or even avoiding an accident. Yesterday, I had a close call with a motorist while crossing the street. All right, there is my answer. Now, some of you are probably like, how did he think about all those situations so quickly? Well, if you were in the last class, then you remember that we talked about those situations. So there are several situations where people feel that Lady Luck is on their side. Okay, I'm going to continue pulling out useful vocabulary for you in this class as I did in the last class. So Lady Luck is on their side. Lady Luck is on my side. It means I am having a lucky moment or day. Okay? All right. In relationships, as I mentioned just now is a really good phrase to use to connect to part 2. Okay, so it makes a connection to part 2 and increases your score. All right, as well as finance, like winning money or a good contract, and education, getting a great exam score, or even avoiding an accident. Yesterday, I had a close call. Okay, close call. This is an idiom. It means a near accident. Almost happened, but luckily not. Okay, close call. You'll hear people say that often in these situations where somebody is like almost falling down the stairs. They stumble and they're like, and then they catch themselves on the railing, and then somebody sees them and they're like, whoa, that was a close call. So, or where you're fumbling a plate of food and you're like, whoa, 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 and then it doesn't fall. Then you're like, phew, that was a close call. Okay, so lots of close calls in life. I certainly have them. I'm sure others do as well. All right. Domenico has this answer for us. I reckon fortunate situations can really come in various ways, like hitting the jackpot in a lottery or suddenly getting a big inheritance. That's definitely one. Then there are those academic or career opportunities, like getting into a top-notch university or landing a dream job. And ultimately, there are those moments where life throws a curveball. Like the one I had back in 2018 when two large and aggressive pit bulls were lurking around at the street corner. All right, Domenico, mostly good. Just be careful not to change or confuse the person by, well, not to change what you're saying and confuse the person. Until here, it's good. And then this part is all strange because this is an unlucky situation. Okay. Life throws a curveball means a challenging and unexpected situation. Comes from baseball, this idiom. Okay. An unexpected and challenging situation. Okay. It's a curveball. All right, so that part is confusing. It's like, how is that lucky, right? So be really careful with that, all right? Anna has this for us. Anna says, there are a lot of lucky situations, such as winning a lottery ticket. No, not winning a lottery ticket, Anna, winning the lottery. Okay, you don't win the ticket, you win the lottery. Winning on a lottery ticket would be okay. Okay, but you win the lottery. All right, so careful. It's like, what? You won a ticket? I hope it's a good ticket. I hope the ticket wins. I won the lottery with the ticket that I won. So you won the ticket first, right? You get what I'm saying, Anna. So you got to be careful. It's confusing, right? Winning a scholarship is good for university. And finding a well-paid job. Finding is okay. Finding sounds more like effort, so I would use the word landing a well-paid job, right? These situations can be fortunate because people have a unique chance. Where's the rest of it? Unique chance to improve their lives. And then Anna gives the example. I won a beautiful bracelet from a brand, Swarovski, 2 years ago, which was a lucky situation for me. Yeah, absolutely. And it really helped uplift my mood, right? Because it makes your life better. So you finish the explanation with that. All right, here is a good one. There are many objects thought to bring luck to a person. Is this simply superstition, or is there truth to these? Which objects are thought to be lucky in your culture? Give me a nice full sentence answer for this one. Now, if you saw the thumbnails for today, you saw that the last class had a horseshoe, right? Had that golden horseshoe. And then the class right now that we're in has the 4-leaf clover. Right? So those are some lucky objects there. And those are thought to bring luck. Yeah. Mensage says there's a 4-leaf clover emoji even. Right? Jasampreet says maybe the Easter Island heads are thought to bring luck. I don't know. Mensage. Or I don't know, Jasampreet. Sorry. Are they? Do they? Maybe. All right. So, yeah. Yes, there are many items that people feel can bring luck, but I do think that this is mostly superstition. All right, now let's do a vocabulary check. An item, a lucky object. What is another way to say that? There's a very high level well, yeah, let's call it a very high level vocabulary. It starts with a T and an A and an L, and then there's one there. That's what the word is like, okay? Yeah, look at you clever people. Mensage, Elizabeth, Romelia, how fast. Yeah, it's a talisman. Okay, nice. Put that into the sentence, right? Yes, there are many talismans. It is countable. There are many talismans people feel can bring luck. Now, there is another way. Talisman is good. There's probably a word that's even more common, especially when we're using it for luck. It starts with a C. Can anybody? Oh, there it is. Charm. David's like, how about the word charm? Yes, we often say it's a lucky charm. Okay, so there are many talismans people feel can bring luck, but I do think that this is mostly superstition. Lucky charms. If you're using vocabulary like that, the examiner's probably going, this person really knows their English. Lucky charms like a rabbit's foot, horseshoe, or a four-leaf clover are commonly considered to bring fortune, but if this were the case, then every person in the world would be walking around decorated by such items. Okay. All right. Yes, Koryanka, a horseshoe is a shoe of a horse. Yes. All right, Domenico says you need to carry some kind of a corn with you to fend off bad luck. Okay. Uvia says in Azerbaijan, the horse's hooves are a lucky talisman. All right. Good. Students, I think this topic of luck is in your back pocket. I think you have some good thoughts around this. Let's do one more question and then we'll get ready for some live interactions. So here's the next question. Give me a nice full sentence answer for this one. Some people believe that they make their own luck while others feel that luck happens randomly. Whose position is correct? Can you give example? In my opinion, people mostly make their own luck. What I mean is that people who are confident and ambitious tend to eventually reach their goals in love, work, and self-actualization. Often, this is reflected on as being lucky, but in my opinion, it is more so perseverance. All right, so that's my answer for this. In my opinion, people mostly make their own luck. What I mean is that people who are confident and ambitious tend to eventually reach their goals in love, work, and self-actualization. Self-actualization means to become the person that you want to be, okay? So self-actualization basically means to reach your goal or become the person that you want to be, okay? All right, that's what that means. And perseverance means to keep doing until you reach the goal. Okay, so again, those are just some nice words to keep in mind. Okay, let's look at some of the answers that you have given me for these. So, let's see. Phuong says, in my country, Vietnamese still have deep-rooted beliefs in superstitions for talismans that were set by our ancestors long ago. We not only reflect this in our traditions, culture, but also in day-to-day life. There is no worship without sacredness. There is no taboos without luck. That's why my grandmother always wears bracelets and rings on her hand to pray for health. Very nice answer. All right. Let's see. Make sure you're answering the questions. Maya says, okay. Maya says, well, I am the one who believes luck is to be in the right place at the right time, and making your own luck is just the fruit of hard work. For example, as I said before, I won a bicycle in the supermarket as the 1,000th customer. Although this is somewhat lucky, it also required me to be a loyal patron and go back to that store on the same day 10 times. Each time buying a chocolate bar in hopes that I will win. I'm kidding with you, Maya, but people do that, right? Ooh, 1,000th customer wins a bicycle. Let me come. How many customers so far? 967. Okay. Back you go, another chocolate bar. Back you go, another chocolate bar. Back you go, another chocolate bar. Right? Okay. People win. It's a bit of luck and a bit of effort combined, right? Koryanka, sir, you know Uzbekistan. You see my letter. Koryanka, what do you have going for us? I don't see I see you have a question. Yes, Koryanka, if you have a question, you can send me an email. If you don't get a reply, we usually reply, and you just have to send it again. All right. All right. Theodora, I like that answer. It's kind of the same. So Theodora says, luck is when opportunity meets with preparation. Don't use your. Meets with preparation. I heard this once, and now I try to live by these words. So I believe one doesn't go without the other. They are equally important. Okay, and then give me an example. I got lucky on my biology exam because the question was about the digestive system, which I happened to be reviewing just that same morning. Of course, it was a bit of luck that I combined with last minute cramming. Okay, so students, always give that example, right, of what you're saying. So when opportunity meets with preparation, okay, well, you're preparing for an exam and you got lucky because they asked you a question on what you were preparing. But to be lucky, you had to actually prepare. Okay, you can't just go in and then be like, well, if you didn't prepare anything, then it's hard to be lucky, right? All right. Mid-Autumn says, I never meet with luck. More preparation, Mid-Autumn. More preparation. All right. Students, let's get into some volunteering. Let's actually talk to each other about luck and hard work. So here's how we volunteer. We go to aehelp.com for academic IELTS. Log into your My Student account, go to your student partner speaking, and make sure your microphone is working. Okay, so aehelp.com. Theodora says, haha, I really did study biology for 2 years. See, now that was lucky with a bit of preparation. All right. Babe, thank you. Okay, so let's go to the website. I put that in there for you. Here's the website. We will have a live class on the website tomorrow. You can join the premium version by clicking the big red button. You can join the free version by clicking the green button. Just do one. And then you can go to your My Student account. We are world leaders when it comes to IELTS exams, and we're going to prove that once more by being, I think, maybe the first big online company to do like actual live IELTS classes through the IELTS platform. And tomorrow you're going to join the live class here. Right now you will need to join the student partner speaking practice. It's behind me. Let me move that up so you can see that. Okay, there it is. So tomorrow, live class. Right now we're using this function, the student partner speaking, so I can ask you questions and give you some feedback. Mensage, tomorrow it will be at 13:30 UTC. That's the Universal Standard Time, okay, or GMT, GMAT time. All right. So it's about 2.5 hours before right now. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let's click on student partner speaking. Join in, and Anil, Manikanta, Harpreet, Mujadidul, Hamidul, Rihan, Milan, Santosh are in here. Rihan is volunteering. I can see because I see the little yellow numbers. Rihan and I spoke in the last class. Students, you will see me in here, and you will see me as master. Now, all you have to do is click on the blue envelope next to my handle and say, I'd like to try. Give me a chance. And then I can connect. Jarvanas, have a good night. All right. Mujadidul Hassan. I'm doing great. Are you ready to give this a shot? Okay. Anna says, I'm not feeling well enough to volunteer today. Anna, I hope that you get better and your spirits improve. All right, Mujadidul, here we go. Hello, Mujadidul. I'm not hearing you ring. Not sure what's going on there. Let me try you again there. Oh, that's because my speakers are changed. Just give me a second here, Mujadidul. Hello? Mujadidul? I can't hear you. Just give me a second. I'm going to try something here. Let me just give me a second. Mujadidul, hang in there.
This recording is copyrighted by 2 Think One.
Okay. Yeah, so that works. So, and let me just make sure you guys are hearing my computer audio here. Okay, I'm just testing some of the listening section here, so making sure.
Now turn to section 3. Take some time to look at questions 21 to 26.
Good. Let me just let me just refresh it. Sometimes that is all it needs is a quick refresh. All right. Yeah, just a quick refresh. Well, we need it there. Okay. Mujadidul, are you there? Sounds like you picked up, but I don't hear your voice. You might also need to reconnect or refresh. Students, if you have the speaking page open for a long time, sometimes what you need to do is just close it, refresh it. All right. Ghazi, I know that you were trying to volunteer. I just refreshed my page, so you're going to have to send me the message again because I basically deleted all your messages, right? So Ghazi, I know you were trying to volunteer. Would you like to try? Okay. Koryanka, we're going to see. I might be chatting with Ghazi here in a second if Ghazi responds to my message. I see Rihan refreshed and sent me a new message as well here. All right.
Hello, Adrian.
Hi, Ghazi. How are you?
Fine. How about you?
I am doing fantastic. Ghazi, I know you're a lucky person. You're here in Canada with your beautiful family, so...
Actually, I'm lucky to be here. Yeah. That's the only thing I'm lucky.
Yeah, there's an expression that we use. That's the only thing. Ghazi, I don't think that's the only thing, but we'll talk about it. There's an expression in English. I wonder if you've heard it before, Ghazi. We say, fortune favors the bold. Can you repeat that after me? Fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold.
The bold. Fortune favors the bold. Do you know what that means?
Fortune favors. That's the last word. The bold.
The bold. B-O-L-D. Fortune favors the bold. Now, it's not bald, like no hair. So not bald. That's B-A-L-D, right?
Bold.
This is not. So it's not bald people. Don't go shaving your hair, everybody.
Okay.
A whole bunch of people. I'm going to cut my hair if I get lucky. No. No. Fortune favors the bold. Do you know what the word bold means?
Bold. Not quite sure about it. But...
Bold is another way to say brave or confident.
Oh,
okay, it's a tricky one, but we do use it. We will say, like, he is a very bold person. Bold means confident and brave together. Okay,
brave.
Yeah,
brave and confident together.
And that's where this expression comes from. Fortune favors the bold. It means people who are brave and confident tend to be lucky. Do you think that's true, Ghazi?
Brave and confident. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Brave and confident create the luck. The luck doesn't create that, maybe.
So what you're telling me is that if I go out there and I go jumping off of waterfalls and bridges, I'm going to be a lucky person, right?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, yeah. You need to be,
as long as I don't kill myself, right, Ghazi?
you need to be brave anyway. Yeah, you need
Then
to prepare. Yeah, that sometimes.
then I might be unlucky.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Depend in this case.
All right. Always good to have fun, Ghazi, with each other here. West Coast, East Coast humor, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Let's look at some part 3 questions, Ghazi.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's talk about luck. What are some different kinds of fortunate situations?
Yeah, there are several situations that the people to be lucky, like to get job or to succeed in the studying or to get a good relationship. Yeah, like me. Uh, or even they to change their situations. For example, like me, I'm lucky because I'm here in Canada with my children in a safe place. So yeah, I'm consider myself I'm a lucky man because
What
I choose
situations are considered unlucky?
unlucky situations like yeah, when someone get in bad health, or when a person gets bankruptcy, for example, get financial issues. Uh, yeah, like that.
All right. I'm going to stop there, Ghazi, and just give you a bit of feedback. So, okay, question, follow-up question, right? And IELTS often has this situation where they ask one side and then they ask the other side. So what are lucky situations? What are unlucky situations, right?
Yeah.
The easiest way to manage these questions when they ask you the opposite is think about what you said for the positive and then go negative, right? So here, the first question was, what are some different kinds of fortunate situations? And you said there are several situations when people are lucky. Can you just repeat that after me? There are several situations when people are lucky.
There are several situations when people feel lucky.
Okay. Like landing a job
Like landing a job
or succeeding in school
or succeeded in school
or succeeding in school
or succeeding in school, succeeded in school,
or getting into a good relationship
or getting into a relationship,
or getting into a good relationship.
or getting into a good relationship.
Like me, I'm here in Canada with my children in a safe city.
Yeah, like me, I'm here in Canada in a safe city.
Okay. And then I asked you about unfortunate situations, and you said unlucky situations are when somebody gets injured. Okay, just repeat after me. Unlucky situations are like when someone gets injured.
Unlucky situations when someone gets
Injured.
injured,
Or when they lose their job.
or when they lose their job,
Or fail an exam.
or failing in their exams.
I failed the IELTS exam a few months ago, and that's why I'm here again talking with you.
I failed in the IELTS exam 2 months ago, and that's why I'm here again.
Okay, now probably don't tell the examiner that, Ghazi.
That's not a not a good example. Yeah, yeah,
But you might get them laughing.
yeah,
Like, what did you just tell me that you feel?
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, maybe I will say, yeah, I will see you on the third time.
so see you next week.
See you next time. See you soon.
See you soon
Okay.
if you don't pass me.
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
so anyway, but you get the idea. How did I come up with those ideas? I just thought about the positive, right? So if in the positive I
Yeah.
said landing a job, then I say losing a job. If I say succeeding in school, I say failing an
Okay.
exam,
Yeah,
right?
I
And if
get
I
it.
say getting into a good relationship, what's another one that I could say for getting into a good relationship?
Okay. Okay. Just switch the situations. What
Yeah,
I said to the negative side. I don't
exactly.
need to think in more buoyant.
Exactly. Keep
More.
it simple, but
Yeah.
just give examples and use different vocabulary. So if you said on the positive side, like you said, get into a good relationship, what would
Mm.
be a negative or an unlucky situation?
Yeah, like when people get divorced, for example.
Yeah, exactly. And see, now
Because
you use the word divorced,
yeah.
and that's high level vocabulary, or at least good vocabulary for sure. So, like when a person files for divorce.
Okay. Yeah, just make it negative. The
Mm-hmm.
same
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, and then the examiner goes, "Oh, okay. Clearly, the person can express themselves on the
Mm.
positive end and on the negative end, and that's kind of what they're looking for." So, when you come
Mm.
across those questions, practice it like that. Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
Gazi.
that's good. Yeah, yeah, I get it now. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Just a quick tip. It's quick, simple, right? You want to always kind of choose the simple path in
yeah,
IELTS. All right.
okay.
Ghazi, have an awesome rest of your day. I hope you get some good quality time with your four beautiful children, and we'll talk again soon. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope see you tomorrow in the live lesson tomorrow. Yeah, I hope
That
so.
is, I hope, yeah, I look forward to seeing you there for sure, Ghazi. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Have
Okay,
a nice day. Thanks, Adri.
you're very welcome. Bye, Ghazi.
Bye. 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 Bye.
All right, that was Ghazi. What a great guy. Always a pleasure to speak with him. Thumbs up, Ghazi. That is awesome. Okay, Maya, our premium student and very studious. I have a feeling Maya is going to be very lucky on her IELTS exam based on all of her hard work. Maya, are you ready? Don't be shy, students. It's interesting. Sometimes I see like the same people coming back and volunteering, and then sometimes I see a whole bunch of new people, and sometimes we see returning people. Constellation, I see you there. It's fantastic. Maya. Maya, that was strange. It sounded like the phone rang there, you picked up, and then I hope it wasn't an unlucky situation where you dropped your phone in the sink or something like that. Let me try to call you again. Huh. Strange indeed. Okay, Maya, you know what? I will circle back to you, see what's going on there. I'm not sure if it's an unstable internet or hardware issues. Constellation, let's see. Are you ready? Constellation is a long-time student of our channel and a user of our website. And shows up every now and again, right, Constellation? There's a good solid ring. Hi, Constellation. It sounds like you picked up. I hear some kind of a fuzz there. Maybe check your microphone. Disturbance in the force. Not sure why that is. Constellation, you're usually able to make a good connection with me. I can't hear you. You might have to refresh the page. It could be like some kind of a connection issue between the servers or something like that. Try refreshing the page. Maybe Maya did the same. Hopefully Maya refreshed the page, and then I'll kind of bounce between the two of you here to check it out. Hopefully everybody else can hear me. Okay. Meanwhile, I do see that Prime in the chat is just sharing some exciting news with everybody. keep an eye out for that. Prime said, I had my IELTS exam today, and my writing task 2 topic was, it is said that people who read for pleasure have more imaginative power and better language skills than people who watch TV. Good question. You know what? I'm going to grab that question from you, Prime, and then we've got a task 2 class next week, so I will cover that question next class. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so Prime says, I just had my IELTS exam, and this was my task 2 question. Task 2 today was this. Said that people who read for pleasure have more imaginative power and better language skills than people who watch TV. The answer there should probably be yes. I agree with that. We'll cover this question next week. Okay. You can kind of prepare for that. Okay. And Prime says task 1 was a bar graph. Well, how lucky that we did a bar graph this week. Okay. All right. All right, everybody. So let me just jump back to our live chat here and see how we're doing on it. Okay, Maya, let me circle back to you. Yes, you can. Give me a shout. Okay. And Domenico says, mine was about increasing fuel prices. Wow, that's an old task 2 they brought back. Hi, Maya. Maya, I hear you.
Hello. Hello, Adrian. How are you?
I'm doing good. I did hear you. You were kind of humming. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. I can hear you thinking out loud. Right? You're thinking out loud. You're like,
sometimes I do that.
I do it too. What's happening with my computer right now? All right. Maya, you're here. That's the good news. That's the lucky situation. We figured it out. See? Perseverance meets with luck, right? You keep doing it, and eventually you are lucky, quote unquote.
Yes.
All right. Maya, do you consider yourself a lucky person?
I don't believe in luck, to be honest.
You believe that you make your own luck?
Yes, I do believe in that.
Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you some questions about luck. Are you ready for these part 3 questions?
Yes. I'm not prepared this time. I'm trying to answer it, spontaneously. So.
Yeah, you have to. It's really important to do that, by the way, everybody, before your IELTS exam, to try answering questions spontaneously and answering questions that you don't actually see. Okay. A lot of people prepare for the IELTS exam by reading questions, seeing the questions with partners, but they don't actually try random questions that they don't see. So what you should be doing before your tests with a partner, with someone, is saying, hey, just find some part 3 questions that you don't think I've ever seen before and just ask me these questions randomly, right? It's a very different experience. So
in real exam, I will not have opportunity to see the questions.
Or to know them ahead of time, right? So they will surprise you, it will be something that you're kind of like, oh, what? All right, so here we go, Maya. There are many objects thought to bring luck to a person. Is this simply superstition, or is there truth to this?
Yes, indeed, there are a lot of people who believe there are objects to bring luck to them. But for me, this is simple superstition, because I don't believe I would say I don't want to believe, because I don't like to be tied up to some objects to avoid being terrified after losing it. No.
Which objects are thought to be lucky in your culture?
Well, in my culture, we had a little beautiful, little blue purl, and can I repeat again? Can I start again?
Yeah.
So, in my culture, in my country, there are a lot of people believe that the different kind of jewelry can bring them luck. So I can say they're okay. I can't continue.
Can you give me an example?
Yes, for example, there are a lot of little blue pearls, and people believe that this little blue pearl can bring them luck and save them from different from eyes.
Okay. Tricky, right? It's more difficult when you don't prepare ahead of time, especially with questions like these. All right. So Maya, I know you have good English, and I think you're getting stuck on what you want to say rather than how to say it. And that can be difficult, okay? So you have to kind of slow yourself down, visualize the situation, put yourself in the situation, and just really stick to simple communication strategies. So answer, explain, example, okay? I'm going to kind of jump back and correct your language and what you're intending to say. So just bear with me. You said, yes, indeed, there are lots of people, there are objects to bring luck to them. So yes, indeed, there are lots of people who feel there are special objects.
I wanted to say to believe. Okay.
Objects to bring luck. You don't have to say to them. When you know, because it's not necessarily to them, it's just bringing luck, right? So oftentimes, you know, when we put those extra nouns or pronouns at the end of the sentence, they're unnecessary. So pay attention to that. Just repeat after me. Yes, indeed, there are lots of people who feel there are special objects that bring luck.
Yes, indeed, there are lots of people who feel there are special objects that bring luck.
But to me, this is simple superstition.
But to me, this is simple superstition.
I don't like to believe in superstition because I don't want to be.
I don't like to believe because I don't want to be.
I don't like to believe in superstition because I don't want to be.
I don't like to believe in superstition because I don't want to believe. I don't want to be.
Okay, now let's help Maya here, everybody. When I rely on an object or on some foreign substance to make myself happy or lucky, then I am what to that object? It starts with a D. You said I don't want to be tied up, but tied up is not correct here. Tied up means I'm busy. Okay, so tied up, I'm tied up at the moment, so I can't help you. It means I'm busy at the moment, so I can't help you. So tied up is a different phrasal verb that means busy. It's not correct in this context. It's confusing. So I don't want to be there. Anahita says, I don't want to be dependent. That's right. Yeah. So I don't want to be dependent on such trinkets. Okay, so repeat after me. I'm not superstitious because I don't want to be dependent on such trinkets for luck.
I don't superstition.
I'm not. I'm not superstitious.
Okay, I'm not superstitious. Something happening to me really, because I don't want to be dependent on such trinkets for luck.
Okay, I believe that I make my own luck through hard work.
I believe that I make my own luck through hard work.
That I make my own luck through hard work.
That I make my own luck through hard work.
Maya, you're doing your master's, right? I think?
No, I'm doing my second degree.
Your PhD? Doctorate?
No, it's my second bachelor degree in international finance.
Second?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I know you're very smart, and I remember you're doing something extra beyond your first degree. So, so you're doing your second degree, and what is your second degree in again? What's the major?
It's international finance. I want to learn how money works.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm currently completing my second degree in international finance. This is not because of luck. This is because I have been studying so hard for the past 6 years.
Um, can you
What?
repeat,
Yeah,
please?
I was really fast, right? I'm pushing you.
Yes.
Because everybody, Maya is a band 7, band 8 level
No. Well,
speaker of English. So just give me 2 seconds, Maya. Here, I'm going to explain what I'm doing here. So,
okay. Okay.
so Maya's like a band 7, band 8 means she's good to very good. So the examiner is going to push her during the exam to see how good she really is. And when students out there have this kind of band 7, band 8 level like Maya, you need to push yourself. So that's why I'm speaking quickly with Maya. That's why I'm not always prompting, like, can you repeat this? But I'm just quickly saying what I want you to repeat, because I want your brain to click in English. I want to avoid translations. I want to avoid too much thinking. I want you to just automatically connect with the language, right? So I'm currently doing my 2nd degree. This is not lucky. This is simply a lot of hard work that I've put into my studies over the past 6 years.
I'm currently doing my 2nd degree. This is not lucky. This is the hard work.
This is the result of my hard work over the past 6 years.
The result of my hard work from my past experience.
6 years of learning.
6 years of learning. Okay.
So I'm pushing you, and the reason I know that you're studying the right way when we're doing this is because you're making mistakes, you're going back, you're correcting. Okay, if you would say it right away correctly, it means that what I'm giving you or what I'm teaching you is too easy. Okay, if you can't say any of it, if you're like but, then I know it's too hard. So when you're learning effectively, it's when you should be having to do it a couple of times to get the right answer, to get the right idea with some correction, but not too difficult. Okay, so that's always what you're looking for in your studies, Maya. Okay, so I'm currently doing my 2nd degree in international finance, and this is not luck. This is my hard effort over the past 6 years of school. 6 years.
I'm trying to be concise, short, and clear.
Yeah, you want to be concise and clear. So it's a fine balance between concise, clear, but also presenting complex language, right? So you want to use compound, complex grammar like therefore, however, and use those conjunctions, but not unnecessarily. So not without purpose. Does that make sense?
I'm using a lot of unnecessary words, I know, but I don't know how to fix it. Although I've been learning English for about 1 year, but I don't know.
Did you just say 1 year?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not a lot of time for language. I'm guessing you've been learning English longer than that, but like actual focused
No,
English.
1 year. I started from beginner, I think, level beginner.
Wow, well, you have nothing to complain about, Maya. I think your English is outstanding for 1 year. You've been doing great. So
I thought I'm not doing it.
no, you're doing fantastic. Languages are challenging, so you're doing fantastic. Just keep doing what you're doing. Maya, do that again next time. So try again next time without too much preparation, but just being more spontaneous, okay?
Yes.
It's good for you. Yeah, it's good. It's good learning. Thank you, Maya. Have an awesome rest of the weekend, and come for tomorrow's class on the website, okay?
I will. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Bye,
Thank
Maya.
you. Bye.
All right. So you have to push, and that was a really good example by Maya there, to practice without preparation. So let's give her a big thumbs up. I could feel that she was a bit more stressed in this situation, and that's okay. It's okay to feel stress when you're learning languages. Okay. All right. Andres, I have to refresh my page. Constellation, I just have to refresh my page because now my connection was unstable. So Constellation, Andres, come back here again. So refresh. Are you ready? I know you volunteered just a moment ago. All right, Constellation, I know your English is quite similar to the level of Maya's. So same idea. Try to do it spontaneously. Hi, Constellation. Are you there? You might need to refresh the page too. Do you want to try to call me? Let's see if that works. Maybe there's just some weird anomaly. I can't hear you, Constellation. You want to give me a call? Yeah. Thanks. Okay, let's try it like that. Constellation, are you there? Strange. I don't hear your microphone, so could be an audio issue. I mean, I was able to connect with Maya, so not sure. Maybe I'll try again. Check with somebody else, Constellation, in the chat, see if it works with them, and then I'll circle back, okay? All right. In the meantime, let's see if Milan is here. Milan, are you ready? I think Milan might be somebody new. All right, Milan, if you're still with us, give me a sign. Hi, Milan.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How about you?
I'm doing great. Milan, is this your first time?
Yes, sir. I just saw yesterday live from YouTube, so I'm going to join yesterday.
Awesome. That's great. That's super. Milan, where are you?
I'm from basic South Asia in Nepal.
You're in Nepal. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Of course, Nepal, very famous for being home to the beautiful Himalayan mountains, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, and why are you doing the IELTS exam?
Yeah, I just booked my IELTS exam for 21st October, so I am totally preparing for this IELTS exam.
Well, good for you. Okay, and why are you taking it on the 21st? What's your goal?
Yeah, I just need to get some good band score, more than 6.5.
Okay, and why? What do you plan to do? School, work, immigration?
So I'm pursuing my abroad study for the Canada for my master in civil engineering.
Okay, cool.
So,
Civil engineering in Canada. Awesome. Okay. Well, switching some gears, let's talk a little bit about hard work. People's definition of hard work tends to vary quite a bit. Why is this?
okay, can I say?
I can repeat. People's definition of hard work tends to vary quite a bit. Why is this?
I think people people strongly believe that hard work is necessary for the future success. So that if they get success in life, they should done some quite hard work for the struggle. So I think that is really important for the hard work for the quite success in the future.
Can you give some examples?
Let's some give example. I guess recently I passed my bachelor in civil engineering about 6 years ago through the hard work of my study. I study almost 18 hours a day for the completing of my bachelor degree. So even hard work can lead to success for the future. And this is some example of from my side, right?
How are hardworking people today different than those a generation before?
I think the generation before people struggle very hard than nowadays because nowadays people are more convenient in technology and different sector. They get easily found whatever they want, but traditional type of people cannot get whatever they need, and they need to expose more for their existence. I think traditional type of time is very hard for the hardworking people.
Have these changes been positive or negative?
I think there is a positive sense for the development of any country like us. They can get totally engaged in the technology, and just like we get different type of good communication throughout the whole. So there is positive impact on the community.
Okay, I will stop there and give you some feedback. All right, Milan. So your overall band score there would be about a band 5.5. Okay. And the reason why is because although you're fluent, it is often incoherent.
Sorry.
Okay. Incoherent means that I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to tell me, right? So my first tip to you is speak a little bit slower, but make more
As
sense.
I seems to Maya, that spontaneously, I'm not totally prepared. So that happened really to me.
See, when we're just in conversation like this, naturally, you speak a little bit slower and you're making a lot more sense, right? So that's what you need to do when you're actually responding to these questions. Just slow
Yeah,
down a bit and really just
my
focus on what you're
instructor, my
saying.
instructor also insists me to speak slowly, whatever I can to give some idea. So that's my big problem.
Yeah, so speak a bit slower and focus on coherence. You have some, and the interesting point is you have some good ideas. You have to say them clearly, right? So let me explain. I asked you this: how are hardworking people today different than those a generation before? And you said, I think a generation before people struggled very hard than nowadays because of technology. Okay, so it's like you have a lot of ideas just kind of crammed into an awkward sentence. So I think a generation before people struggled compared with today. They had
Yeah,
less technology
yeah,
and less money. So they worked 15 hours a day for
yeah.
just food. But now, with technology, people work 12 hours a day on the computer and they have money for food and fun, like going on vacation abroad. Okay, so I'm not speaking fast, but I'm just speaking with a lot of clarity, right? Focus
Yes,
on this content here, Milan, and just repeat after me. So I think a generation before, people struggled compared with today. They had less technology, less money. They worked 15 hours a day just for food. Now, with technology, people work 12 hours a day on the computer. They have money for food and fun, like going on a vacation abroad.
I think generation before people struggle compared with today. They had less technology and less money, so they work 15 hours a day for the food. But now, with technology, people work 12 hours a day on a computer, and they have money for food and fun, like going on vacation and abroad.
Right, even slower. See, you're that's what I was showing with my hand, is like even slower, like you're just really you're kind of just like a machine gun shooting your words super fast, right? So slow, so yeah, so slow it down. You don't have to speak that fast, right? And otherwise you do have good grammar, good vocabulary, so you shouldn't be getting a 5.5. You should be getting at least a 6.5 for your speaking, but you have to speak slower and just give clear explanations and not try to say too much too quickly, okay? Because then it becomes awkward and repetitive. So slow it down, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, Milan, you're doing great. You've definitely got a bit of time until the 21st. Make sure to come back, volunteer again. I will be looking for you so I can help you get your score for that test, okay?
Okay, tomorrow I will come to the live session in the website, sir.
Awesome. Sounds great, Milan. I look forward to seeing you there. Have a great rest of Saturday.
Okay, sir. Nice to have good time with you.
All right, bye, Milan. All right, what a great guy, right? So many smart people. I think he said civil engineering, right, from Nepal. That's very good. Somesh, are you ready? Right, and I know it's two kind of situations happen when people are really nervous for the IELTS exam. They either speak too fast or they speak too slow or not at all, right? So we have to kind of just control that stress and really just kind of talk, right? All right. Jaheda says, thanks for the advice. I'm facing similar problems like Milan. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be just slow and patient. I think Somesh volunteered this week once already before. Hi, Somesh.
Hi, Arjun.
How are you, Somesh?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Just like learning a lot of things.
A lot of information,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of
Um,
information.
yeah, a very good tip for learning a language. Don't use the word things, right? Always replace it with a better word. So, learning a lot of information. Somesh, I think this is your second time volunteering this week. Is this the second time this week, or was it last week?
Yeah, it's my second time. Yesterday, I had a word with you.
Nice, nice. And you're back here and you're talking to me again. Somesh, that's awesome. All right. Somesh, are you ready for a few questions?
Yes, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's do it. Let's talk about hard work. People's definition of hard work tends to vary quite a bit. Why is this?
Yes, exactly. People's definition as per, for the hard work has changed and it varies a lot. As I would like to give an example here. Like if I compare it with my forefathers and as present generation, I think it has changed a lot because usually people in the previous days used to work a lot harder to attain simple lifestyle or to just to have their life going on. But nowadays, people can work smart and they have more easy work nowadays, and they don't need to put much of efforts into that work, and they can easily have their livelihood
Can you give me an example?
going on. Yeah, exactly. For example, as I previously mentioned, my ancestors, maybe, they used to work hard in the farms and used to grow wheat and sell that wheat at cheaper prices, and those were the hardships they have to go through. But in my scenario, as of now in this 21st century, uh, I have a lot of options available. As of now, I am working as a mechanical design engineer, so I do not have to put a lot of efforts to earn a livelihood.
Okay. I'm going to stop there and give some feedback because you're doing great. And you're doing exactly what I was recommending for Milan to do. So you're speaking slower, you're really thinking about what you're saying, and it's making a lot of sense. So even though you're not speaking as fast, for example, as Milan was, your band score would be at least a band 6 because it's fluent and it's clear. Okay. So there's a lot more clarity. There's still some mistakes with grammar. There's still some missing vocabulary or grammatical range, but it's definitely fluent and easier to understand. Um, what you have to focus on, Samesh, is to make sure that you hit the nail on the head. So you want to clearly identify what you're talking about. You gave me a lot of information, and in my head, I had a couple of ideas or a couple of words, and I'm like, why is he not saying this? So you said yes, exactly. People's definition for hard work has changed and varies a lot. I'd like to compare it with my forefathers. Forefathers is another way to say ancestors, which is really good. Okay, so some nice vocabulary there. And then you said people in the previous days. So people in previous decades or centuries, right? Not days, decades, used to work a lot harder. But nowadays, people can work smart. Okay, and I think that was really clever, but this definitely needs some explanation, right? And then you said, yeah, exactly. For example, I asked you that follow-up question, right? Can you give some examples? And you said, yeah, exactly. For example, as I previously mentioned, my ancestors used to work hard on the farms and sell wheat, and those are the hardships. But now, for me in the 21st century, I work as an engineer. Okay, so this is all good. You're telling me one really important difference in hard work here between you and between your ancestors. What is that difference, Somesh? Maybe somebody can help here in the chat. So what is the clear difference in the hard work that Somesh is telling us? but he's not saying it. So Mesh, you didn't say it. You're telling it to me, but you're not clearly saying it. It's the difference between one type of labor versus another type of labor. What are you talking about here, Sumesh?
Uh,
Anybody?
it is
If I'm working in the farm, what kind of work am I doing? Yeah, David says it's physical labor, right? And what kind of work are you doing today, Sumesh? So if you're
it's a job, I guess, not a physical labor, of course.
yeah, so Ghazi and Jaheda are saying mental,
Mental labor.
right? So you're comparing physical and mental labor. When you're doing really hard physical work, there's even an expression for that in English. Do you know what that is?
No.
Is referred to as back-breaking labor.
Okay.
As one word, back-breaking labor. So just repeat after me. My ancestors did a lot of physical labor, back-breaking labor, working 18 hours in the field. But now, hard work is more mental labor, working on a computer for 10 hours a day.
My ancestors did a lot of back-breaking labors, but now uh, I have to do a lot of mental labor.
Okay, give the examples. Notice how you took out the example. I included the example, right? So my ancestors did a lot of back-breaking labor, tilling the fields for 10 hours a day. But now I do a lot of mental labor, working on a computer for 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
Try it one more time.
Okay. My ancestors did a lot of back-breaking labor, but now I have,
No.
I
Include
have
the
to
don't
do
no. Stop. Include the explanation to that. Back-breaking labor, working in the farm field for 12 hours a day. But now I'm doing more mental labor, working on a computer for 10 hours a day. Don't forget those important parts. That's your fluency score. Okay? Try it one more time.
My ancestors had to do a lot of back-breaking labor, especially they were to work into the fields for larger number of hours, and I have to do mental labor. I have to work on the computer screen for so long hours.
Okay, much
Actually, I have
better.
just changed it a lot.
Yeah, much better. So watch your
Yeah.
word choice, practice that, okay? But much better, more fluency, okay? More complex grammar.
Okay.
So much better. Anthony's asking about manual labor. Yeah, manual labor is okay too. So you could say physical labor or you could say manual labor. Manual labor is the same as physical labor. Okay, so when you're in the IELTS, and this is for everybody, it's very important that you talk directly about the idea, okay? So you have to identify that. All right, Somesh, thank you so much for volunteering.
Yeah, thanks, Adrian.
All right, have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you on the website tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm just here, always looking for these lessons, searching for these lessons always. Yeah.
Awesome. Somesh,
Thank you.
we'll talk again. Bye for now.
Yeah. Bye.
What a great guy. He's definitely in a loud and busy place. All right. Ghazi says, my grandma does not believe that work on a computer is work. That's terrible. It's definitely work. It takes effort. If you're not sweating, you're not working, right? Andres, I'm glad you came back. Andres, are you ready? Grandpa says, if you're not sweating, you're not working. I'm sweating, guys. The studio lights, it's making me sweat. All right. Andres.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hey Adrian. Good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Andres, we've spoken before, have we not?
We have. Yeah, once in the past.
How long ago was that?
I think it was like 1 or 2 months ago. I'm not
Too
pretty sure about that, but yeah,
too long, right, Andres? Too
a
long.
little bit, yeah, a little bit of,
Right. And
yeah,
you're doing okay. Life is going okay since then. Yes.
yeah. Everything is beautiful. Thank you so
All
much for
right,
asking.
Andres, where are you right now?
I'm in New York.
You're in New York. Right, right,
Yeah,
right, right, right. Okay. All right. You're looking to get your medical degree. Am I remembering correctly?
yes, you are.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
yeah, I'm just about to take my IELTS exam, like most likely at the end of this month.
Mhm.
So I'm just trying to speed up my practice and
Mhm.
trying to focus more on the speaking part, which is something that I'm going to start with.
Yeah, for the medical field, the speaking part, of course, has a very strong emphasis, and you want to get as high of score as possible for sure. For any position in the doctoral or at the doctoral level, you want to be looking at a band 8, 8.5 at least. Okay, that should be your goal.
Yeah, yeah, I was told that, so that's why I'm just trying to put more in, I'm striving a little bit more on this part than
Good, good.
anything else.
Okay, Andres, let me ask you some questions. Are you ready?
I am ready, yes.
Okay, then that is the end of part two. Let's continue with part three. Let's talk about luck. What are some different kinds of fortunate situations?
Well, it's different for everyone, what we call fortunate situations. Like some situation that might be fortunate for me might not be fortunate for somebody else. For instance, last week I was working long hours, and my boss happened to tell me that I have to work some extra hours, make some overtime because I had to get the job done. We had a project, so we had to get everything ready. So I was talking to a friend of me, like another coworker. He didn't take it like that. He said that it was bad luck. We were supposed to go out, but in that case, I thought it was a good idea because
What
in that case,
situations are considered unfortunate?
unfortunate would be something that is something that you are not looking for. Um, if you have a goal, if you are pursuing something, and if by any reasons or any chance something is not coming out in the way that you want to, I think that that would be unfortunate for that person.
Can you give an example?
Sure. An example would be like as I said before, in the project that I had in my job, I had to finish a project and I didn't have enough time. But my boss told me that I had to work overtime because he needed that job done. So for me, in that case, it was fortunate for me because I had the chance to work more, even though that I didn't want to,
Let's
but
talk
I
about
felt
hard work.
obligated to do it.
People's definition of hard work tends to vary quite a bit. Why is this?
Can you repeat that again? It's cutting
Yeah,
off.
people's definition of hard work tends to vary quite a bit. Why is this?
Hard work is, I think that is the same definition for everybody, but not many people want to do it. Not many people are willing to do the job that is required to get any any kind of goal or job, take it to the end. So I think it's kind of like if I have to do a project but it requires more than I'm willing to do, I won't do it. So I'm not in that case. It's not. I'm not doing any hard job.
Okay, I'm going to stop there and give you some feedback. All right, good and the bad. The good news is I do think you have band 8 level English. The bad is that I don't think you're showing it, and I don't think the examiner can give it to you for these answers. So these answers would earn you about a band 7. You do have band 8 level grammar accuracy and complexity. So you're using conditionals, you're using your grammar mostly quite accurately. Your lexical resource, I think, is lacking a Band 8 level. I think that you should be accessing some more complex words to express these ideas clearer. But that's also because of the content. So the two places that are restricting, that are holding you at a Band 7 are the content, and the lack of content is leading to a lack of vocabulary. And those two together are keeping your score at a Band 7. Okay, so what you have to do, Andres, is you have to increase your content, and by increasing your content, increasing your vocabulary, and then that also increases your coherence. Okay, so content, vocabulary, coherence. Does that making sense? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
So let me explain why. So here you talked about one situation where you were put into a position to have to do overtime, which you thought was lucky because you got to make some more money. Your friend thought it was unlucky because they were hoping to go home and spend more time on their own hobbies and friends and family. And then you kind of got stuck on that idea, and you repeated that idea, and you felt that I interrupted you a couple of times, or kind of, jumped in with another question. That was why. So the reason why is because you weren't giving me any new information. And that's when the examiner will interrupt. That's when they will jump in, is when they feel like, you're not giving new information. It's just a repetition. Then rather than hearing you repeat that information, I will ask you another question, hoping to get different information. Be really careful with that. Avoid repetition. Okay, a Band 8, Band 9 answer cannot sound repetitive. Okay, it's very important. All right, you have to reach for more detail, and you have to reach for new content. All right, so and don't sit on the fence, Andres. Don't sit on the fence. So don't be like, oh, it could be this, it could be that, or for one person it could be this, at one person it could be that. Just be much more biased. So stick to one side, argue it, say it clearly, explain it clearly, and then wait for the next question, right? So when the examiner asks you, what are some different kinds of fortunate situations? Oh, there are lots of very lucky situations: winning $1 million, meeting the love of a person's life, or simply just getting free lunch at a restaurant because of a friendly smile, right? So really just give that positive answer, and then give an example. Yesterday I found a scratch and win ticket on the sidewalk and I won $5, right? So you just kind of really present that very positive, one-sided response with explanation and example. Does that make sense, Andre?
It does. It's just that sometimes I think that you are right. Like in my case, it's pretty much about content. Sometimes I feel like there are questions that they might look so common and trivial that you don't really think about it like deeply. So trying to get more content and give more explanations about that, like try to elaborate more about that. So I think that that's pretty much my problem, that I get stuck on that kind of questions like that.
Yeah, exactly. So you're aware of this, right? So you need to control it. So
I am, yeah.
less philosophical, right? Less philosophical, just more grounded, more tangible, more direct, and just really keep practicing that, because you should be able to get that Band 8, but you have to present it in that way, okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Adrian.
You're really welcome, and make sure to volunteer lots before your next test. When is your next test again, Andres?
I have it on October the 27th.
27. So come back to the live class on the website tomorrow, come back next week, and just keep volunteering. I'll keep an eye out for you, okay? Because I want you to be practicing medicine. I know that's what you want to do, right?
I will. Thank you so much.
I think, what was it? Was it dentistry? What was
there was veterinary medicine.
Veterinary. It was one of the two. I'm like, it's veterinarian or dentistry. I can remember. Veterinarian. Yeah. So I want you to be healing and helping all those beautiful creatures in the world. So so come back and volunteer. Okay.
Thank you so much. I will. Thank you so much.
Bye, Andres.
All right. Bye. Yeah.
And everybody else, help out Andres. So Andres has got an exam coming up. He's in New York. He wants to have his veterinary license approved, and he needs to he needs to really brush up on those language skills and those communication skills for the IELTS exam. So he's here. He's a premium student. There are lots of you in here. Reach out to him. Talk to him. Okay. Meet up with each other. That's what this is for. All right. And tomorrow, come back and click on this blue button at 13:30 UTC, because we will have a live class through the website using this function. You're going to see me there, and we'll be testing it out. We'll be making sure that it works, and then right after that class, I'm going to go run a half marathon here in Victoria. So it's a fun morning for me tomorrow, and I hope to share that fun with you. So let's do it, everybody. Let's keep this going, and until then, practice with each other. Use the website. Sign up for the premium version of the course. You can do that by clicking these big red buttons that keep telling you to join now. It's a one-time payment. You get lifetime access. Doesn't cost a lot. All the materials are there for you. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I hope that you have an awesome rest of your Saturday, wherever you may be. Just remember that, luck is a part of it, yes, but definitely, as I mentioned with Ghazi, fortune favors the bold. So in English, that saying says that, you have to be confident. You have to put yourself out there. Believe in yourself. I definitely believe in you. aehelp.com, glshelp.com. See you all tomorrow on the website. Much love to all of you, wherever you are. Bye for now.